All right, questions are starting to roll in as to whether I think you should drop the class or not. And it's not that simple, unfortunately. There are a lot of factors that go into it, but I wanted to share this grade calculator with you. Even if you aren't on the pass-fail line, or you want to make an A and you need to know, what you need to get on future assignments, this calculator is for you. To see that you can even pass the class at all, this calculator is for you. So this is the Mercer University Weighted Average Grade Calculator. And if you just Google Mercer Weighted Grade Calculator, this should be the very first thing that pops up. So this is how this works. Down the left is just labels, the assignments that are graded for this class. Down the middle, the grades you've actually made. Down the right-hand side is how much they weigh on your grade. Where can you find this information? You might be asking yourself. You can find it in the syllabus, just like basically everything else, right? So first of all, you need a 70 to pass the class, okay? That's a hard and fast rule. I don't pass people with 68s because that's not a 70. Okay, so down the left-hand side of this chart is what's graded, and down the right-hand side is how much it weighs on your grade. So you can basically just copy this over to the calculator. Now, I have not put in percentages here yet because it throws off the calculator, and I want to show you kind of what we're looking at right now. So we have these three grades actually in the grade book. Forums and in-class writing will still change because we've got more to do, right? But you can find all of your grades in the Moodle grade book. So whatever your average is now is a pretty good indicator of, is exactly what you have right now, but it's a pretty good indicator of where you're headed, right? So you can find that number and put it in here, and it's worth 15%. The Dolly paper has been graded. Let's say you got a 60. It's worth 15% of your grade. And then the March paper, let's say you got a 50, and it's worth 25% of your grade. If you hit calculate course grade down here in the left, then whatever this number is, this 58.72, is most likely very close to what Moodle is telling you your actual course grade is. So that's where we start. And then these three assignments, boom, 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 right here, have not been put in the grade book yet. So what we can do is go ahead and fill in how much they weigh. The Glass Castle is 25%. The memoir is 10. Go ahead and tell you it's a tiny little easy assignment for your final. And then participation is worth 10%. And you can read details on the participation grade in the syllabus. So let's just pretend, okay? Let's pretend that you made a 100, a 100, and a 100. Hit calculate course grade, and this number down here, this 77.3, says that it is mathematically possible for you to pass English 1101. However, if you made a 60 and a 50 on the first two papers, how likely is it that you are going to make a 100 on the Glass Castle project? Probably not very high, right? Not very possible. So, it's possible, yes, but not very likely. So let's be more realistic. You tried super hard, did really well, and got an 80. And then memoir, let's say you got an 80 on that. Participation, you got 8 out of 10 points. So let's say you made an 80 on the last three. Hit calculate course grade. That's not going to pass the class. To get an 80 on the next three big assignments won't pass the class. Now remember, forums will change a little bit. Let's say you bump this up to 75 and you're still not there. So let's say you got an 85 on the Glass Castle project and now you've passed. So it's possible. If you have a 57 average in the class right now, it's still possible for you to work incredibly hard and still pass the class. If right now you're looking at a B and you want to make an A. You can do the exact same process where you fill in like 90, 90, 90 and see if that brings you up high enough. But this is more so for people kind of on the line of passing and not passing. However, it is incredibly important for you to not just make this decision on your own. You need to talk to your advisor and make sure that if you decide to drop this class, it doesn't mess with your enrollment. It doesn't mess with possible scholarships. It might just be easier to retake English 1101 next semester after following through this semester. So I'll tell you, I am not an advisor because I'm an adjunct. So I don't know all of the rules, and I have never actually guided anyone, advised anyone on this front. But I can at least give you this information. I can tell you kind of what we're working with and help you kind of make the best decision for your status as a student. Okay, email me if you have any questions. I do not have time to do this for every single person, and so just play around with it. Send me a screenshot if you need to say, does this look right, etc. But again, the left-hand column and the right-hand column are both from the syllabus. The middle column is what you've actually made, and you can find that in the Moodle gradebook. So email me if you have any questions. I'm sorry this went on so long. There are lots of little details about it. So yeah, get in touch.